This upside-down logic is reminiscent of the death penalty. Killing killers to make a public statement that killing is wrong makes as much sense logically as does boycotting opponents of the Israeli occupation of the West Bank in order to oppose Israeli occupation of the West Bank.
An academic boycott is a logical absurdity that collapses into itself because it works to marginalize and silence those voices that support, in general terms, the causes for which the boycott had been set up in the first place. Not only you are boycotting the wrong people, you're also being overwhelmingly ineffective.
The Israel Anthropological Association resolution calls for the government of Israel to reconstruct Gaza while providing for Israeli security, to negotiate towards a resolution based on withdrawal from the occupied territories, and to support the Palestinian citizens of Israel in their struggle for equality. These are the academics the BDS wants to boycott? The United States should only have academics with such balls to contradict and confront their government.
In the case of a boycott of Israeli academic institutions, we would target precisely, indeed perversely, many scholars who are among the most vocal opponents of the Israeli occupation of Palestinian lands, the very occupation that supporters of the boycott themselves oppose. This is upside-down logic.
But there's something else we need to understand about BDS. Its leading figures dream of a future without Israel at all. To get to a future with no Israel, BDS needs to delegitimize Israel as a nation that speaks in one voice, the voice of occupation and violations of Palestinian rights. But Israel is more complex than that. More than 60% of Israelis consistently say they are willing to end the occupation and strike a compromise with Palestinians. This is the side of Israel that BDS does not want people around the world to see. This is the side of Israel BDS wants to silence.
Here we are with a boycott proposal coming from academics, which is proposed in almost an Orwellian spirit, in which one is asked explicitly to exclude membership on the basis of national identity and to feel good about it, to view that kind of discrimination as a mark of virtue. This is not the way one imagines an open academic society should function.
I must emphasize that my position against BDS is as a feminist peace activist. I think that we need to remember the possibility of a bridge and not only of a divide.
Instead of boycott, the AAA should make a commitment to scholarly engagement in conflict areas, developing curricula and research projects that focus on understanding conflict generally and on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict in particular.
We bear more responsibility. So we need to do a lot of correction here. Look at the situation in the Middle East. There's so much to be done. But let's make space. Let's make justice. Let's make peace. Do not vote for the BDS because it works against all those things.